Hey y'all, this is Dr. Norman, physical therapist at Fortify Strength, and today we're going to teach you how to start running. Running is a very simple thing we can do to keep our bodies and our hearts in tip-top shape. And it really doesn't require any equipment except for shoes. And you can use it as a sort of active meditation. We've gone through a lot of research and we want to give you a list of things to not only progress your running safely and without injury, but to also provide a few tips that can help you keep running. We're also running a 30-day running challenge, so make sure you stick around for more on that. Let's fortify our running. Today, we're going to go over the 4 most important things to consider before you start a new running program, along with a bonus tip at the end for making your runs more effective and more entertaining using story. Number 1, start slow, go slow. So the first thing we want to go over is to get used to the act of running. Nobody starts off doing backflips, they work their way up to it, which is the same for running. About 80% of all running injuries is caused by overexertion, meaning many people are pushing themselves too much. And I promise you, if you have no experience running and you try running 3 miles, it's gonna be painful. You're gonna hate yourself and you're never gonna wanna run again. Start slow and just listen to your body. You're gonna fall into what feels comfortable for you. Number 2, track your training. It is important to track how often, how long, and how far your runs are. You can even track how you felt on your runs. And this works a few ways. It helps you keep motivated and it will help you progress because generally we want to increase training by 10 to 30% every week. So like if you're running 1,000 meters one week, you can try running 1,100 to 1,300 meters next week. Why did we switch to metrics? Because the American system is inconsistent and we hate it. And finally, it will help you get a feel for the signs of overtraining, which brings us to number 3, short rests. If your DM doesn't give you enough short rests, find another DM. Running is the same. Any sharp pain or discomfort that doesn't go away with a day of rest usually means you've done too much. But also if you feel tilted or tired all the time, you've also probably done too much. If you feel sore, you can do active recovery by training other body parts while you rest instead of running all the time. You can do body weight exercises like squatting, push-ups, or even stretching. But just know that stretching has not been shown to be preventative of injury. But if it feels good, you can do it. You're generally not doing any harm. Interval training can also help with training because you're sprinkling in rest breaks when you need them. Having an app will help you stay on track and stay motivated. For me, I use Pokemon Go. I spin a stop, I catch them on, and I keep running. Just remember, rest is just as important as training. And now our 4th point, footwear faux pas. I know you're gonna ask about shoes, so we're gonna talk about shoes. As long as your shoes are snug and comfy, you're fine. Just take the time to break them in before you run. Our shoes should act more like comfortable armor than coffins for our feet. And generally, having high or low arches doesn't impact our running as much as training tolerance does. So when you hear about fancy footwear or orthotics, they don't really do much in terms of like injury prevention. Most of the time, people are just trying to sell you stuff.
If you don't run with our shoes, you will get chlamydia and die.
So to recap, don't worry too much about specifics yet. Just listen to your body and start slow. Track your shit! Track your progress so it's all together! Watch for signs of overtraining because rest is just as important as exercise. And finally, footwear doesn't matter as long as it's comfortable and snug. Bonus tip, how do we increase our desire to run, our want to run? Well, we give it narrative. This can be as simple as listening to your favorite tunes to give you a rhythm. Like for me, I love video game soundtracks. One in particular was the Crystal Chronicles soundtrack. Whenever I hear the boss fight going on, whenever I hear all the different maps coming on, I really get into the running mood and it really improves my pace. I see myself in the game, I see myself in the training montage, casting spells and whatnot. But yeah, listen to music while you're running. Groundbreaking. But let me take it a step further. Have you ever tried running at night? I found that when I run at night, I run faster because I'm just scared. And even bring this a step further, you can listen to a scary podcast like the No Sleep podcast. This creates sort of like an intense narrative drive that has a physiological effect on your body, and now you're running for your life. Of course, this increases stress hormones, and it's not something I would do regularly out of safety, but it's an example of how you can create a story in your mind to affect your run physically. Maybe you're running from a horde of parkouring zombies, or maybe you're running from Darth Vader with the blueprints of the Death Star. I don't know. The more vivid your story, the more creative it is, the more your body and your mind will react to it, and the more it will help you on your run. Don't believe me? Just give it a try. And here's one last freebie. If you're a grad student with a lot of student debt, you can pretend that if you complete your run at your personal best, they'll cancel your debt. But that's just wishful thinking on my part. So, that about wraps it up. If you follow these tips, you'll be in a good place to start running for health and for fun. If you feel like you need more guidance, or if you want to start running with a group of people, we are hosting a 30-day challenge to get you from couch to 5K. We'll be taking you through a guided exercise program complete with our custom training application. We'll show you the best exercises to improve your mobility and help you slowly ramp up your distance over the course of 30 days. We'll be there for advice and feedback through the application and our Discord. It's a really great way to remain accountable and to have support on starting this new amazing habit. You can sign up on the link below. We are closing sign-ups soon, so don't waste, make haste. Make the commitment and you won't regret it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the like button. And join our Discord channel where you can join our growing community of people and nerds just like you. Have a good one.